Alrighty, welcome back to Let's Play Terraria. I am Temantical, and this episode, it's going to be another bit of a fast-tracking one because there's a lot of work to do, a lot of repetitive placing of blocks and bit of digging out what I've already got. Now you would have noticed I didn't completely finish the berth last time because I've left this wall here and this bit of a dirt roof. So what I'm hoping to be able to do is build the hull into this first and then release the water in underneath, so that way it's might save me a bit of time later, not having to bucket out water or anything. I can obviously on the left here I can let that water out of the ship, but I just wasn't sure when to do that. I think I was waiting until I'd finished everything below, so I didn't have as far to jump. Also, in that last run, I got my first zombie banner. Where did you go, zombie banner? And I lost it. Oh no, there it is. Zombie banner. So you get to join the slime banner. So that is for 50 zombies killed. And I also got a lot of stars. There was a point there. What? No. Where I had 2 stars come down at once, and then another pair of stars come down separately. I used up one of the mana crystals? Yeah. Early on, and then I collected a bunch more stars. So now I have 4 or 80 mana, and I've got 1 star in my inventory at the moment. So I am now going to do another little fast track, and I will see you with a much better good ship Lollipop. See you soon. And welcome back. So that was a really long bit of time there. Now what happened, unfortunately, my computer decided to have a little bit of a fritz, a bit of a burp, and the game froze, went into basically 0 FPS, and the game, I had to restart the game, which I lost a bit of progress, not much, but for some reason it has restarted all my achievements. So I'm getting achievements for little things like mine your first ore and such. So we're going to see a lot of those pop up as we play along, which is fine. That's really great to see those things. And I have done a lot of work here. One of the other problems that came up was that with these video game recordings, they take up a lot of space, and my hard drive filled up, so I ran out of storage. So I've deleted a few videos and tried to free up some space, but it just meant that I had to skip a lot of the recording, unfortunately, for the building of the ship. And you can see already down below I've got a bit of a sewer system happening down there. So I dug that out to get some of the water from the pond that was over here, rather than carrying a bucket all the way over, to fill up the berth a bit more, because it was looking a bit low on one side of the ship. So I have created this little, what I want to call is a ratway, like a little sewer. It's got a little pipe of water that's running all the way across, and at the end I bucketed the water out when I was really close. Now you're going to be able to see on the. Let's have a look at the map. You can't see because I've just saved the game and loaded it. So I have built a humongous carrack now that has 3 masts. It's got 3 decks below. Got my little workstation area there. This is my little workshop with a stone background. Apparently that actually happens on ships, so where they have cooking happening in like a cauldron, they'll have a pit of stone and brick inside the ship to absorb all the heat, I guess, for the fire. So I've got a stone background for this part here. Obviously a lot of glass windows in. My floors are 3 tiles thick. And I've reconfigured all the stairs so that they go off in a few different directions. At the back here, you can see down the bottom I've got a keel coming off the ship, or a rudder, I mean to say. Some glass windows sticking out at the back, and a top deck, and at the rear, what's this, the bow stern, rope going down to the ground. I actually take falling damage falling off that, so what can you do? So this is the wonderful mizzen mast here. So that will take a few banners. I've got a few banners up here now. So I've got my 150 slimes, 150 zombies, 50 blue slimes, and 50 demon eyes up there already. I've moved Colin, it's still Colin, into, this is what on a ship apparently they call a forecastle, which is a bit of indoor building at the front of the ship. Apparently a lot of the crew would be sleeping in here, but we've only got space for 1 bedroom at the moment, and it's going to fill up with a bit of furniture for Colin. So that's his space now, all nice and secure. He can keep the doors shut while I'm moving about. So yeah, what else has happened? I have died a number of times, probably around about somewhere between 4 and 10, roughly. Somewhere between 4 and 10 times I've died. Mostly just on getting swamped, really, or drowning, or such. Very avoidable things, but it happened less and less over time. So what I've done is created a burial mound that will, as I get better and better resources, I want to upgrade the burial mound into perhaps a bit of a pyramid. made of some rather nice materials. And putting a little bit of a shrine around each gravestone I found. Now, I haven't found all of them. Not sure why. Maybe I have actually found all of them. I know there's one I have not found because I fell down into the first bit of the corruption. And I fell quite a long way. I think right down to what looks like when I exploded on death. The first intersection of the horizontal tunnel. So I am not sure how long it's going to be before I get that gravestone back. And the money will be lost because I saved and loaded the game. Unless money stays, but I doubt it does. So I've just got these little graves here that I'm going to put here. It's a shame you don't get gravestones for the NPCs. That would be really great. I'd love to be able to make some proper shrines for them. In terms of my gear, I've got a few potions. I'm not sure if there's really anything. I've got a Spelunker potion, which is fantastic. That's going to help me with my going down into the caves and finding where to go. I've got a Swiftness potion for increased movement speed. I'm probably going to forget about that most of the time. I've made some potions. So back at the workstations, I put both a vase and a jar on a table on the workbench to be able to make potions, and a little a spot of water underneath for potions. In my gear, I've got a tin helmet and tin chainmail. I've still got wood greaves, which I didn't realize actually doesn't give you any defense. I could make some cactus greaves, but I'm not really that worried about it at the moment. I'd rather go for tin and keep the set together. I've got a hard shackle, which gives me 1 defense plus 1 defense. I've got a few of them. I've got there was an arcane shackle, a lucky shackle, hasty shackle. So that gives 3% movement speed. The lucky one gave 4% crit chance. The arcane one gave plus 20 mana. I find just the one double defense is fantastic for the one item. Is probably the most significant thing. I've gotten a lot of stars. There was a lot of stars in all that mining and everything I've done that I picked up. So I've been turning them into I've turned them into mana crystals just recently. So I'm up to 140 mana. Haven't got any new hearts yet. What else? I'm up to 6 defense. I think that's pretty much it. That's all there is to report. So I'm going to turn it to this burial mound here. It's going to become my pyramid for all the corpses that I am eventually going to accrue. It's going to be my walk of shame in a sense, my hall of mistakes, what have you. So I am probably going to die right here now that I've gone and got myself backed in here. Okay, good. So I still haven't really found a good place to go down under the surface. I haven't gone past the desert yet. I did a bit of digging down for some sand. I got into a nice safe little bunker near the desert, where I got a lot of sand for all this glass, for all these windows. And then there was that time where I recently just died going across to the corruption to try and find my other tombstones. And that's basically as far as I've gone left and right. I'm thinking of actually making this little quarry here where I was getting a lot of my stone out, down here. I'm thinking of making this my stairway down into the depths. But what I might do before that is I'm going to... Oh gosh, I'm nearly dead. I'm going to heal myself. So let's do that. Whew. I'm going to try using that spelunking potion and just go for a little bit of a wander as far as I'm traveling at the moment, left and right, to see if there's anything else I can see down below. So, I'm not sure how long the spelunky potion lasts. Night owl. 5 minutes, oh, that's not bad at all. Ah, look at all that. Fantastic. I'm going to move this so I don't mistakenly use it. Let's get some light. So with a lot of the farming of the trees, for all the wood I needed for the ship. I took away my little road of light. All the and there's another tomb for my walk of shame. So many eyes. That was like 3 or 4 demon eyes all getting me, and I was already a bit low. Alrighty. Well, I was just about to say, I hope I get some more stars. And there's my first one there. So this is my, I'm not sure, what do you call this bit? The bit of wood that sticks out the front of the ship? Gosh, don't have a clue. Drawing a blank on what that is. Yeah, is there anything I want to be putting into my chest for now? No. Have I lost? I've lost my Spelunky buff. Cozy Fire and my buffs for that. Now, maybe those banners are actually a little bit too far away. I could probably bring them down a bit closer just to make sure that whenever I'm running around on the surface I'm getting the benefit of them. It's only going to be the surface. I'll probably move the slimes, zombies and demon eye down onto lower level because none of the others I ever get are really going to matter. I'm not going to need protection from the things that I find down below or in the jungle or such. So that shouldn't be a problem really. So I'm going to go down into here and put... Wait, I thought I closed you. Put my next mark of shame. So I hope all the fast forwarding has been alright. All the speed playing has been good. A little dig to die. Notice. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's tempting to just dig out there and have two ways in here. But I'm not sure I want that right yet. Let's not... Oh gosh, there's 4 of them. I'm probably gonna die here, right? The exact same place for the exact same reason. So many of them. It looks like my sparks are shooting further than they used to. I hope so. I really hope that my higher mana reflects in higher damage somehow. Oh gosh. I'm not doing too badly. I'm not losing. I'm now down to 3 hearts. Star, you're mine. I thought I filled in the holes. I was trying to make sure I had a nice smooth surface like here. I think I dug down quite a bit. Another star. I'm getting over to the corruption. Ah, no. Too many flying things. Too many flying things. I still barely have only 10 gear. No, do not. Of course. Mandy's face was torn off, Eater of Souls. Sorry about the noise in the background there. That is my puppy dog just getting up for a stretch. Alrighty. So, let's try that again. Detecting precious metals and treasures is going to be a lot easier in the daylight. And of course, if I didn't have to go into the corruption, it would be a lot better. So, let's try this again. The sun's got to be coming up soon. I think the music is now giving me morning music. There's no creatures. No, nighttime still. Another marker for my tomb. Still nighttime music. Where'd I die? But it was just here. I'm not even sure how I'm going to take on the Eye of Cthulhu. If I am struggling with these fellas. Where'd I die? Where's my gravestone? Did I get all the way back up there? Maybe sometimes you just don't leave a gravestone. That's strange. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in this hole. There we go, got some dirt. Good, good, good. Fill in these potholes. Try not to bury myself in it. Good, good. Ah, good. Daytime creatures. I can handle you. I can handle you a little bit better. Just a little bit. Okay, Splunky Potion. Splunky! Go. Okay, so that's all good to know that that is there, but what I'm looking for really is pots and chests. Go away. Yes, that's it. Do as I said. Lots of ore, looks like all lead. Be good to go down into that, under my mound, since I'm going to be digging there anyway. He's still following me. What's that? Hey, my 200 green slime. There's another banner for my mast, hopefully. Did I get it? Not sure. Good. I think it'll be a long time off before I get my Eater of Souls banner. Alright, there's a bit of ore there, so that's good to know. Probably going to forget it by the time I come back. Alright, use a potion. And I got my banner. So there's nothing down here. Now last time I tried this, I did nearly drown. So they look like the same metal, but one's got the square around it, one doesn't. Am I going to drown? I do love the look of the ship on the map. It looks so much better than it used to. Much, much more realistic and better in lots of ways. Okay, go. Go. Alrighty. Can't get up this little bit. Good, thanks, water. Alright, it's probably better to go down through here, but I didn't bring any doors to... Maybe I'll come back. I'll come back through there. It's good to see there's so much ore down there. I can get... If I come back through, I can take one of these doors. I was originally going to use these doors to... because I was worried that the water was going to spread too thin as it travelled along my pipe from the pond over to the berth, and it would just disappear. So I put in all those doors to try and create like stoppers that would let the water accumulate. Oh man, I was so close to this ore right here. Let me get this bit of tin. That might help me get my tin greaves at least. And this is where I mined out all my sand for the glass. There. I don't really want to go underground into the desert though, because it's just going to mean a lot of antlines. And these funny fellas. Just, what was this? I had a bunch of these when I came for the Angry Tumbler. When I came for the sand, for all the glass. I'm not doing very good at getting it. How much time have I got left? A minute. Or I am going to use one of my recall potions. I never ever use them. Beautiful. That saved me a good trip. So I've only seen one pot. One bit of evidence of underground spelunkery. I'm going to... Oh, got the countdown. Ah, there's a pot down there. Beautiful. Alright, so it's basically under that pond. Gotta run, so I might as well use my swiftness potion. Oh. Gonna take this door. While I look at the ore, there's more of it. Just gonna dig down. Let's see if I can see anything more on the screen. 10 seconds. Just gotta remember, I'm gonna forget where all of this ore is. Alright, I'll sum up over here. That's good. Gosh, I look forward to getting some lead armor, as sickening as it sounds. Alrighty, let's fill that back up again. So it's not... I'm not sure if that counts to rendering or not. I will... do that, and install my door here. Don't really bother to... not gonna bother opening it. I'll leave that for another time. It's good to see I've got so much water left as well. I actually thought I was going to drain that pond a lot, but it only went down basically one row of the top there. Can get this here. Can't believe I missed this. Let's put that dirt back. Fill this up. Which I think loses the water. I'm not sure. Jump! I'm going to put a platform there, just to make that a bit easier next time. So, it was roughly down here and to the left. So, if I go left, spread this water out, I won't drown while I am digging down. Let's put that there. We'll capture a bit of that water. How far do I have to go? I think this is pretty normal for Terraria. Like at the start, if you've got a medium or small map, you're just gonna have to dig your own wells down to find the caves. What do they call that in mining? There's a term for it. Exploratory mining, I suppose. Exploratory shafts. What's that? Bit of grass. So now I'm going to go left. And I think the water should, hopefully, end up leaking out into... well, that's a small cave. It's full of water. Let's get some lights. It's got a slime in there already. It goes down to the right a bit. Hopefully there's nothing else in the water. Trying to... There we go. Where was that pot? Ah, there we go. Shurikens. Shurikens? Shuriken. Ooh, goes down a bit further. Ooh, goes down a lot further. That's nice. It's just full of water, unfortunately. Did I bring rope? Nope. I did not. I might... Gosh. Oh, there's a bit of oxygen up here. Beautiful. Ooh, and some more bottles, rope, and wooden arrow. And there's another cave right below me. I can't see. I think if I go down there... Oh gosh, there's a great big hole down there. Don't know how far down I'm gonna fall. Let's see if I can get this tin over here. I don't know how far down that's gonna go. Just want to, good little place to stand. Right, let's do this. Floods the cave a little bit. Let's skip on under. Yeah, you pop. Copper. See how far this goes. This is the good stuff of Terraria. This exploring natural caves. Hopefully come across a chest. Or a heart container. Or loads of ore. Brilliant. So where are we? So we're to the west of my ship. If I keep going right, I'm gonna get back to the ship, which is good. If hopefully if these caves keep bending to the right, it just saves a little bit of travel time coming down or getting out. Even though I'll try to use my potions, my recall potions, as much as possible. There we go. That's as far as that one's gone. Can't see the bottom. Oh, it's not too bad. Let me put some... Is that a glimmer of a heart container? It's the glimmer of impending death with drowning. There we go. That looks like ore. Nope, stone block. At least there hasn't been any critters in the water, except for that first slime. Out of torches. I don't think that was a heart container. It's going into desert biome. Oh my gosh, I am drowning. I am going to drown. I am going to drown. I'm gonna have to eat. No! 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 Oh, these stairs. Why'd I do it this way? No! Oh, I was slain. Well, that's a good end to the episode anyway. I'll meet you back here for the next episode. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers!